Hello and welcome to another episode of Junkyard Digs. Today is Tuesday. I'm getting married on Saturday. And because Iowa State had the audacity to have some big dumb sports ball game, none of our friends can find hotels. But worry not, we have a solution. Ladies and gentlemen, another free camper. How could this go wrong? Again.
Do you want me to start listing the reasons?
No, we don't have enough time.
Okay.
Howdy folks, welcome back. Today, again, like I just said, you join us right before our wedding, merely days before, and a lot of our friends are, in fact, literally unable to find hotels, but we've got that covered. Between this and hopefully the other campers we've accrued over time, we're going to set up a resort in Angus's backyard for all of them to stay at after the wedding. This camper in particular we know nothing about besides the fact that that door opens and it is free. Let's dive inside and go see what the hell we can find, because this is going to be a nightmare. I have a bad feeling about this one. Angus, welcome inside.
It's so loud out there.
Yeah, I think they're doing a test of the air raid system left over from World War II. I don't know.
I think it's aliens. Get all these buttons.
It does have a plethora of buttons. You turned the siren off. Yay!
I am a wizard.
Probably the nicest camper we've had inside.
Well, at least this part forward.
We got linoleum floor. You got bless all who enter. A fridge. A very fancy microwave. Look at this thing.
Oh,
Straight out of the 70s.
I feel like I'm getting brain cancer as we stand here.
That's what the tinfoil's for, is to put on your head.
Wow.
This is actually very reminiscent of the camper we just took to NASCAR, because this is I believe, a 79 Winnebago. Let's see. Yes, 79 Winnebago. And I think
supposed to be chairs.
the door was further forward, wasn't it? Okay, so the layout's a little different. Ooh, boy, I'll tell you what. There is one thing that's the same as that camper, though. Yeah, a little water damage back there. Let's go get a look.
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, it's just as bad, if not worse. The whole walls are leaving.
The roof is falling
down. A second AC unit, though.
Oh, that's probably what's dragging the roof down.
Oh, that's never gonna make it home. Also, did you notice all the just words all over?
They do be putting stickers on this thing.
Respect, marriage, listen, in bold. Ooh, a grill. Okay, well, we can deal with all this later. For now,
Drive it home somehow.
Yeah, we need to drive this thing 40 miles home, and we don't even know what drive line's in this.
I hope it's a 454.
I don't know. I think late 70s, there's a chance this is a Dodge.
The steering wheel.
The steering wheel, that's a Dodge.
Oh, no.
Shit.
How do we even get this open?
Yeah, because the other one had a couch, right? And this one has the added obstacle of this wall. Maybe we just put a battery in it and hope it starts.
Maybe we just hope it's not a Dodge.
He said it's been sitting for like 4 years, so there is a non-zero chance we could just drop a battery in it and see if it starts. Yeah, I don't know what that push for 15 seconds button is.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not a rule follower myself.
Oil level, engine off. Oh, it tests the oil level. What?
That certainly doesn't work now.
Says
41,158.
It's pretty jumbled up. I'm going to go with that's probably 140.
Somebody drove this 140,000 miles.
And the generator time kind of matches that. 214 hours on the generator.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in love with that level gauge. That makes me
oh, wow!
That makes me a little uncomfy.
It's a little too far to the left. Go more right.
What does this pedal do?
I have no idea. You got a brake over here. But do you have brakes?
I have carpet.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's okay, it's an automatic.
That's not how that works. Okay, well, should we find where the batteries go and throw some in there?
Maybe the batteries will charge up the brakes. Aha! No batteries.
No batteries. Oh.
What the hell?
Where's all the terminals?
These are set up for deep cycle.
Alright, well there's the deep cycle hooked up to what in the other camper was the house position. We should see life in either the lights or the motor. Interesting. I got nothing anywhere. Yeah, dead all across the board.
Oh, we had 2 positives hooked up.
Ah, that would do it.
Oopsies.
Nothing, still dead. Oh, hang on. You got a solenoid clunking?
Yep.
That means we got the correct power, but I got nothing on the volt gauge. Hey, I got house power. Alright, so that one is our deep cycle. So let's put battery terminals on the other guy and hook them up to that other battery and see if she cranks.
Sounds good.
Okay, do we have life? Nothing. Nothing at all. The generator cranks. Okay, so the cigarette lighter works. That's it. This is not how I wanted to start this video, hunting down electrical issues. As you can see, let's stab this around. We've got power on half of our fuse panel for like our lights and headlights and everything work, taillights work. We've got just nothing in the other half. What the hell happened to you? Huh. I've got accessory power and stuff from to the fuse box, but all of this seems dead. I do know Dodges run that stupid amp meter that all the power runs to the back of the gauge on the cluster. If that gets loose, you lose power of the whole car. That's their main feed. But I don't think this does that, although this is a Dodge M500 chassis, and that is a lid flip 440. Hell yeah.
Torque spark plugs to 10 foot-pounds, says the valve cover.
Oh god, I just remembered. Yep, thermoquad. Looks clean though. Well, look at the size of those secondaries. My god. What? That looks like a main feed wire right there. And that one in particular looks kind of like it's melted off. Yes, it is. Alright, well, let's fix that. Okay, well, there's what it's supposed to hook to. Let's see if it... Whoa! Oh no, the magical smoke. What would cause a dead short while something is sitting and not doing anything?
Could be mice.
Mice, I'd say probably mice.
I haven't seen any signs of mice in here yet.
Yeah. Alright, I've unplugged the alternator, which is the other end where that led to. It was coming from the battery through this junction block to the alternator, and now... Hey, we got power on the dash.
Battery condition, we got 10 volts. Yeah, we got power to the dash now.
Okay, let me reconnect this guy to the best of my abilities, and then we'll try again. Here goes nothing. Holy shit. Let's get some brake clean in there and see if this thing fires, because we only have 11 volts left.
That's like 2 more tries.
So, it cranks. Here's our dilemma. We just unplugged the alternator because it's a dead short to ground, so we aren't going to be able to charge it. We do have a couple solutions we've thought of. One, maybe the brushes were just grounded after sitting for that long and like getting moisture or something in there. I don't know. And maybe now that we've spun it, it won't be a short to ground anymore, so that's what we'll test first. Option 2, fix that, like replace it and then see if it runs, but I don't love the order of operations on that. Spend money and then see if we want it. And then option 3, the one that I think might be the best option, is to see if we can get the generator running to use the in-house battery charger that's built into the fuse panel to charge the battery so that we have more opportunity to crank it.
I think we know which one we'd really like to do. But there is one really easy one that we could try first.
Oh, see if it's still
see if we can melt that wire again.
Okay, you watch the wire, I'll bump the plug. Okay,
Ready. Oh, he's on fire.
okay, so alternator, no bueno. Do we still have power? Yep, everything's still happy. Okay, option 2, generator.
I can't wait for there to be so many bees in here.
What did we learn from the last one? The fuel pump only runs when it's cranking,
Yes.
and it has to have a certain amount of fuel, right?
It's on.
Choke is on. Oh, did I have to sand the points last time? I think I did.
I think you did.
But he said he used this a few years ago when the tornado came through.
Yeah?
Right? Or the derecho.
Try it.
I bet she's got no spark. Here, you hold this.
Oh, great.
Nothing, huh?
Well, I certainly don't feel anything.
Okay, this right here is our points, I believe. Let's pop that off and sand it.
Did I bring my emergency sandpaper? I did. I put this in my wallet like 3 years ago when I was driving a 50 Chevy around, and sometimes the points fell. My little buddies.
Think you got it this time?
Oh, let's see.
Doesn't look like it,
Okay, yeah, we have it.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
It definitely has fuel now.
Oh, there you go. Now that's trying to move fuel. I don't think the pump's doing much, but... It smells like old gas. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah. find the fuse panel. Are you the fuse panel? No, you're not. Where's your fuse panel? Bingo. Light on, battery charging. Hell yeah. Oh, the microwave's on it.
That's
wow.
funny.
I bet that thing works. Yeah, it works. Ding!
That's the best part. Yeah, we got the APU fired up, trying to start up the main.
If Pony Motor's live, let's light off the big one. Technically, we could just drive home with that as our alternator, right?
I mean, I'm sure it's not legal.
I don't know why it wouldn't be legal. It's probably just not smart. All right, to life with you. Oh, piece of cake. Taking her time getting the fuel up here, but she's running a little on her own. Oh, come on. Hell yeah! Dude, you got a runner. You got good oil pressure? 15 inches of vacuum, supposedly no gas. Hey! Slowly but surely, this thing is coming to life. Should we see if we can pull it forward a little bit and work on the brakes? Because we still have none. Well, our generator idea did not work. I don't think our generator is quite as strong as we would have hoped it to be. Runs all the AC stuff great. Maybe the battery charger's weak. I don't know. It just wouldn't work.
Anyway, I've removed our alternator. It has to go out through the bottom though.
Seriously?
Yeah, it won't fit through the top.
Just throw it through that hole over there.
Be free.
Oh, hey. How are you piece of crap?
It's just that easy, kids.
Well, I really hope this was the problem. Let's go see if they got a new one out of Riley's. Well, I'm not gonna lie, our quick camper revival, not going great. Not very quick either.
No, not what we were hoping for.
Leave it to the first Dodge camper we've ever worked on to be the worst one as far as getting it going. We don't even know if this thing moves yet.
No, but we can bet that it won't stop if it does.
Good point, which is probably what we should deal with next.
Yeah.
Where's our master on this thing?
I'm pretty confident it's under the driver's seat.
There he is. Alright, well.
Let's see, do we have any brake fluid? Oh, there's some in the fronts. None that I can find in the rear. You're just going to have to imagine what happens next, because there's no way we get the camera up in there, too. Good luck in there. This is the imagining part.
Bueno?
Well, it's got more goo in it. I don't know if it's bueno.
Oh, put your steering wheel up, now that we know what that dumb pedal does. Whoa! Alright, I'm gonna go turn some bladers. Let's see what happens. Alright, welcome to underneath the camper. It's just like above, but it smells like onions for some reason. I can't wait for this thing to spray me right in the face. Down. Oh, that's scary. Fluid. Up. Down. Is it getting harder?
Yeah. Up.
Down. Wow, it about within my armpit. Okay, we're gonna call that one good. Alright, welcome to underneath the back of the camper. We got a bit of a problem there. That tire's flat and off the bead significantly. As you can see, this is the ridiculous setup in the rear. Looks like it's maybe had wheel cylinders done. Definitely lines. It's got a dual wheel cylinder setup and it's huge. I mean, huge brakes. But on the top one, as you can see, right there, that guy, that's our bleeder, so I gotta loosen him. Alright, down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Oh yeah, lots of air. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Alright, rinse and repeat on that side. Also, holy shit, that might be the biggest fuel tank I've ever seen. That thing is 7 foot long. And I'm pretty sure this has an auxiliary tank back there.
Pedal test. It's different. It has resistance.
Hell yeah.
I think that a lot of that will come back with the hydro boost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's firm and it's consistent.
Cool. We have brakes. Okay, next thing to do with.
We have a flat inner dual.
Very flat inner dual. Ooh, I think this has a spare though. Let's go look.
Oh, yeah. Sugar may be full, but the tire is empty. How many bees do you think are in this? At least 3?
Yeah, more than none. Yeah, yep.
Bees!
I don't see any bees.
Spares.
Oh! Well, where's the brake? Here, you hold still.
Okay.
Yoink. Now this may aggravate them slightly.
I
And it'd be a darn shame to break that big piece of plastic you're holding, so make sure you just chill there.
I'm not going to.
Brake clean. Great for big blocks, bad for bugs. Okay, cool. There's our spare.
I don't know that we want to run this spare.
It looks like it's older than everything else.
Yeah, this looks like the oldest part of this whole camper. This one literally has a bunch of weather checking on the
Yeah,
inside.
this has the same gash.
This is worse.
Okay, so one that's off the bead somehow?
Yeah.
What in the name of Mopar is that? A 5-lug rim with like 1.5 inch nuts. How the hell are we gonna get that off?
With grit and gusto.
I don't have either of those.
Me either. Well, now we're in trouble. I found a stick.
Holy shit. That's the one.
Ta-da. These aren't left-hand thread, right?
Maybe. Is there an L stamped on the ends?
Son of a bitch.
Is it stamped L?
Left. It says left on the lug nuts.
Oh my god. Yep, try it. Oh. Yes. Yes. Well, the good news is there's only 4 to go.
See, that's
Sweet.
all it takes is a 3-foot breaker bar.
You can do it. Okay, now, that thing. I don't know if you'll believe this, but it gets dumber.
No way.
This is not what I was expecting.
Is that a lug nut?
Lug nut stud. Like,
Oh.
that's just a normal little stud that they could have just put a nut on. I
These
suppose.
are lug-centric.
Yeah, these are their centering device. Dumb. Dumb. Why'd you make us get this free camper, Angus? This is terrible.
You're the one who hopped out of the office was like, ooh, great idea, let's go! We're waiting here when there's no attachment bolts.
Not 5 bolts still holding it on. Or nuts.
That's crazy.
This is what I saw underneath.
Ooh!
Yeah. That's why I went for the spare initially, but it's honestly just as bad. This thing's gonna be so flat spotted. It's probably a very common tire.
No.
Ooh, it's probably not. It's a 19.5 inch rim.
Yep.
Mopar. Okay, well, let's see if we can get this to hold air. Why did it turn off? Oh, it hit 35 psi temporarily.
There you go.
Oh. Damn it, now it's full of inert gas. Yes, there we go. Yeah, I think no. Come on. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. It's maybe gonna do it. The bulge is like changing shape. What are we at now?
5.5.
It's working.
Going up.
It's working. All right, let's get the air up. Bolt it back on. Yeah, it's doing it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, there we go. Brakes are fixed.
Right.
Tires are aired up.
Uh-huh.
We're good to go. We just need an alternator and a battery. Okay, Chris, the guy who gave us the camper. Thank you again, Chris, by the way. He just loaned us a receptacle to plug this thing into regular 120 power, so it's going to sit here and charge while we go get our batteries or our alternator from O'Reilly's. And while it's sitting here, I've got, I don't know how well you can see here, but on all of the DC circuits, I've got 13.5 volts, which is the charger. But on the battery isolated fuse, I've got 11.6. So our battery only has 11 volts, but the charger's working. It's just not,
Charging.
yeah, connecting to the battery somehow. So I'm just going to open up this live circuit here. Yes, okay. The hell are you? Alright, fun stuff. Angus has gone off to get our alternator. I've done a little hot wiring in the meantime. As you can see here, this is our switch that switches between a powered source from the battery, this top one, or from the charger, this bottom one right now. When it sees 110 power, it switches down and switches to the charger so it doesn't deplete the battery. But it's also supposed to charge the battery through this circuit back here, and in that circuit is a current limiting resistor, an SCR, and an automatic circuit breaker. Now one of those three is not working, thus not allowing any power to our battery. This over here and all the lights inside the camper are running at 13.5 volts. There's just nothing running to the battery. So what I've done is take that red line that's just, shoved right there precariously, and taken it from where it's supposed to be connected and hooked it up right there and hot wired the battery essentially. And I've set Angus off to get the alternator while I keep a close eye and nose on this to make sure it's not getting hot and burning everything to the ground. With that being said, we should now see that this is charging. Look at that. Finally, some real voltage. That should hopefully charge up our battery enough to fire this up, and then the new alternator that we'll have installed, which hopefully also works. Once that's all done, we should be good to hit the road. Okay, that seems to be charging well for now. I've been doing some research, and actually on their website, Progressive Dynamics has a section where you can get to discontinued models, and I was able to find this model 7000 charger's troubleshooting manual, and I'm still reading through it right now, but it actually decodes to be a model 765 with a 6.8 amp AC input, a 44 amp output. It's a US model with relays, a 20 amp charger, and a brown door. But there's my wiring diagram. Just a whole bunch of troubleshooting info and stuff. So yeah, huge shout out to Progressive Dynamics for just being an awesome company and leaving that all still perfectly available online. So if you're ever in trouble with one of these in a camper, go check them out. I'm gonna sit down and look through this and see what I can find.
New alternator.
Yay! Do you want me to remind you now or later that it has to go in from the bottom?
Later. I gotta tighten the nut up on top, but all the tools are outside. I should have done it outside.
I hate this. Angus, you're gonna get grass in the thermal quad.
I'm gonna get more of the grass in it. Interpret that how you want, but I am not having a real great time.
Who put the distributor right here? I wonder if the water pump works. Whoa! It's got all the amperage right now. Whoa! Dude, antifreeze came out. This was winterized. This is a very flattering shot of you, by the way.
I'm sure.
Nope, 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 nope. Alright, moment of truth. I'm gonna hook up the wire. I'm gonna watch for the red light. Go ahead.
I mean, it's touching.
I don't see smoke.
Well, our fusible link seems to be intact.
Fusible link. It wasn't a factory fusible link, but it became one. We have dash power.
It's still not on fire.
Yeah, still no smoke from down there.
I mean, there's no insulation left on it. But
dude, that guy got so lucky. Like, there was a lot of rubber on that, and it was covered in oil. And this would have burnt his house down real quick.
I mean, that one right there?
Yeah.
That we can't open the door all the way enough because it's so close?
Yep.
Yeah, that could have been really bad.
Could have been really bad.
Don't buy campers.
Don't camper.
Don't do campers.
Alright, we're at 14 volts.
Should we try and fire it up?
I think we should try and fire it up. I don't see anything on the amp gauge, but it's also still plugged in back there. Oh wait, we can go like this. Yeah! 15 volts! Yes! We did it! Okay, let's put the doghouse on and get the hell out of here.
Yeah!
Alright, it's been 4 hours since we've last attempted to see if the transmission works. I hope it does. Really don't know. Let's climb in and find out. Also, I want to point out, if the brakes do fail us.
We got a little runway if you aim it right.
Yeah,
take out that guy's garden shed, but that's a risk I'm willing to send you on.
A runaway ramp. Odometer reads 41, 158. We have a straight downhill to start us off.
We didn't put a sticker on it yet.
Oh my God, here, take this. I almost died.
I know. I'm not even gonna wipe it off. We don't have to go that far.
Sweet. Okay, Winnebago manual. I think we're done with that for now. This thing do be smoking a lot. Ugh, here goes nothing. Straight down the hill. That guy was smart. He lived at the top of the hill. Shit can only roll downhill. So this was bound to leave his house one way or another. Alright, she seems to be rolling good. Let's get me out of town and find a gas station. Step one. Alright, here we are out on the big roads looking for fuel. I don't remember the gas station is, but I think the wheels might be a little bouncy. Holy hell. A little bit of flat spots going on. Here we go. The cheapest we can.
Be careful. Do not fuel until vehicle manufacture is complete. Do you think it's time to take that off? Better keep it on just to be sure. There's some manufacturing yet to be done.
It's probably due again. It's probably become
it's due for some manufacturing.
Well, that gauge doesn't work, so I hope. And hopefully that button doesn't do much either. And it's all just going to be just fine. D for dadgum. Here we go. 40 miles home, a little bit of city, a little bit of highway, and then straight to the back roads as soon as we can. Yeehaw, free camper. All right, here we go. Putting some speed on. See if we can get her up to 35. Oh, it's trying. Hello, Menards, wish me luck. 36, look at it go. Hang on back there, Goose. We are doing it once again with the free camper stuff. Hell yeah. I will say this one took the most work out of all of the previous ones we've done so far. But in the end, we got it all working. So as long as we don't burst into flames, I think we should be good. All right, we reached 40 mile an hour, and that's probably about all we need to do. So we're gonna hop on the highway here for a half mile until we can get off and take back roads. Wish me luck. This single lane feels like a bicycle trail on this thing. Holy shit. Alright, hold on, you goofy ass lug nuts. Here we go, 55 for the highway. Listen to that thermoquad sing. Good God. This thing is a turd for losing speed. Getting pushed all over. Okay, here's our exit. Let's get the hell off the highway. Some of that's the road, the rest of it isn't. It only smells like a moderate oil fire. Pressures and temperatures look good. Let's keep her going. All right, here we are, Lincoln Highway. Not Highway 30, but the 2-lane. This will be a much safer bet for, oh, son of a bitch. What? The road's closed. What? You gotta be shitting me. Okay, well, back on the highway, I don't know. Me, trying not to have a bad drive home. A bad drive home, trying to have me. See what this old girl's got in it. Whoa! There's the 4-barrel. Holy shit! Listen to that thermoquad. 55. All right. Maybe I should have just stayed on the highway. Got her up into the timing a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, you big 440 hunk of crap. You can do it. What a good old piece of shit. We're doing 65 down the highway. God, I love big blocks. It doesn't matter who they are. They're great. Holy shit. I'm going to have to pass somebody. Wow. Also, this thing's got some pretty aggressive gears. This motor is doing all the RPM. It's not loving it, but it's doing it. Not sure if you guys saw, but that right there was the Story County line. This thing's been doing 60 for a while now, just screaming. Doesn't seem to give a shit. Oil pressure's great. Temp's great. Trans temp, but probably doesn't even work. I don't know. This is legitimately going really well. Like, this thing doesn't actually drive that terrible. Kind of like all the other big campers we've driven, which is still a lot better than a Class C with the van chassis. Oh, those are a nightmare. Well, we got about 20 miles left, so I'm just gonna keep the hammer down. Okay, now suddenly the weird pedal for the steering wheel is making some sense. Turns out you can recline the chair and then just crank the seat back and Oldsmobile 98 this thing down the road. Oh yeah. Well done, Winnebago. Well done. Alrighty, about halfway home. Passing Twin Acres Campground and RV sales. Thanks to the guys at Twin Acres here for referring us and sticking us with another one of these damn things in our yard. No, they're actually great guys. If you're in the area and need RV service and sales or traveling through on Highway 30, Twin Acres, it's right outside of Nevada, Iowa. Alright, here we are. That's Angus's. I can't believe it. The old girl fired up and drove here. No problems. Didn't stick any brakes. Didn't catch on fire. Didn't blow any tires. Really, that's kind of all that could go wrong. So let's go get this sucker staged and then get it prepped to sleep a few people in it and get the other two campers going as well. Because we currently, despite having 29 foot of camper, can only like comfortably sleep 3, maybe 4 if they're real friendly. We need to get the poop mobile and last year's NASCAR camper out here as well. Actually, first, I wonder how loud this would be without the doghouse on.
Dad, are we there yet?
Welcome to hell, son.
Are we there? Is this it?
Hell yeah, this is hell. We've never had a running thermoquad before, right?
No, I don't think so.
You thought quadrigents were loud.
I know quadrigents are loud.
I know, right?
Why is it so loud? Lid flip,
Big.
obviously, but...
Well, lid flip and big secondaries. How much of a bitch is it to take the doghouse out?
Not that bad.
It would be really funny to hear that uncorked. Ready? Ready. Idiots to fit in just one. Alright, next up, the infamous poop mobile. It's still around, as glorious as ever. Air conditioning still works on the dash and the roof. Oh, I did break the bed though, so we'll have to fix that.
Oh.
Right to life.
Right to life.
Yeah, the carburetor's dry after 3 months. Cam. Easy enough. Onward to Angus's. Alright, poop mobile. It's been years, but she's pretty much untouched. Doesn't mean she couldn't use touched, but I just haven't had time. Maybe we can get a little work done on it tomorrow and get it cleaned out. Radio still working this thing? Oh. Hell yeah. Back out onto the road. Best $500 camper money's ever bought. Yeah, a little bit of flat spot in tires, but hell, nothing a little driving can't fix. Let's do it. Oh, poop camper, you've got such a good drive line. Like, this thing is just fantastic. Does the AC still work? Oh yeah, ice cold. Woo, that is chilly. This thing is just incredible. If you guys haven't seen this episode, go look at our $500 camper revival where we drive this to Sigourney, Iowa and rescue a bunch of cars from a shed. We bought this thing for 500 bucks. I wrestled that couch in, which was hilarious. And then we lived in it for like 3 days and it was chock full of poop. Like the tanks were full to the brim of poop. And it was the smelliest thing you could ever imagine, like twice. It was so bad. All right, here's number 2. It's becoming quite the resort quite quickly. These things are behaving quite well. All right, there's 2. 1 left to go. let's go get this year's NASCAR camper. One last abandoned camper from previous videos. This one, also a Winnebago, a little newer, as you can tell by the very stylish 80s back whatever. This is what we took to NASCAR this year. If you guys want to check that video out, go find it, I guess.
Good luck.
This one's a big block Chevy. Also quite nice inside, as you can see. Oil leaky big block. Hey, there we go. This is the one that had the fuel issue, if you'll remember.
Vaguely.
Is there any brake clean left in here?
Here.
Sweet.
Look at us, we knew this would happen.
It's like we've seen this movie. Let's get the last one home. So, you may notice, camper.
Still here.
Still here. What I may notice, preferably a little quicker next time, oil pressure gauge said 0. So, I remember this had a hell of a leak on the way home. We don't have any oil here, and we're running out of sunlight. So, yeah, tomorrow morning. See you then. Good morning, folks. You joined me right where we left off. Next to this year's NASCAR camper with oil. This should help, I hope. There's a non-zero chance that sensor's also not working because it started leaking really bad on the way home. So I'm gonna throw this in there, and we'll hop in and hit the button. Okay, 4 quarts ought to do it. Come on. What, is this gauge not working? A little lifter noise, but it's really only one cylinder. Alright, well, I do genuinely think this does not have oil pressure. It is quite loud, so maybe I can remove that distributor and get a shaft down in there and try to manually prime it. I don't know what the hell's going on. I put 4 quarts in. It had oil pressure when we got here. Alright, let's figure it out. Alright, you poor wayward soul, what's your deal? Get this thing out of there, figure out what's going on. Oh, I wonder if this is like a small block Chev where without the distributor it will not make oil pressure. Probably. I might have to be modifying an old distributor. Alright, been a little bit. I went to town and stripped down the distributor that we took out of the Malibu last week and ground all the teeth off. Hopefully this will allow me to drop this in here and make oil pressure. There's a hole in the back of the block on these that is plugged by the presence of the distributor. And if this is not here, all the pressure from the pump just goes out that hole and doesn't actually prime the motor at all. So you have to have the distributor body, unfortunately, on a Chevy engine. Okay, now we just spin this sucker clockwise and see if it ever builds pressure with the drill. Ah, finally! Good lord, I was spinning this for like a minute off camera. Oil pressure, thank God. Okay, I don't know what took so long. I was literally spinning that forever. And it finally got some resistance and built pressure. So we can put the distributor back in now, knowing that we're not going to wreck this motor, and continue on. So yeah, if you fire something up and it sounds like a sewing machine with a whole bunch of loose valve train, and you got 0 on the gauge, shut it down, figure out what's wrong, fill it up. If that's not doing it, apparently you might need to manually prime it. That was weird, because this ran for like a minute and never primed up, and now it's perfect. Alright, distributor's back in. Let's try this again. Hey, look at that. Nice and quiet. Wow. Time to have it a little off. Okay, let's get this back together and get her over to Angus's. Backwards, you big bastard. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Movement. Alrighty, onward to Goose's. Oil pressures look good, temps look good. Everything's looking good. I will say, out of the 3, this one definitely drives the best. I think it also has the least miles at Oh, 77,000. That's not a small amount of miles for a camper. But the tires are nice and round. It tracks truly down the road. Everything's flapping around. This one's probably the best of the bunch. With that being said, I'm very happy that I decided to stop and figure out what was wrong with the motor, because I really didn't want to hurt this 455. It's a really good big block. All right, about 10 miles to Goose's house, and then we can start prepping all these to hold people. See you there. Ladies and gentlemen, Camp Whacker. All right, let's get these things cleaned up and ready to sleep some people. All right, first into the wash bay. We're also coupling this whole video with an opportunity to finally do some much needed maintenance on these things.
Yeah.
So they're not just rotting into the ground, and that is washing all the tree sap off.
All right, pressure washer that I haven't used in years.
Surely this will fire right up. Surely. Holy shit. There we go.
All right, goodbye, Mr. Kip.
Not a great way to start the day. So this is going to be the majority of our work.
Yeah.
It's prepping specifically this camper. I can't see you. All I can see is your brilliantly white car. It's eating up the entire sensor. What is this, the old carpet?
I think it's the old carpet. It doesn't look like an outside rug, but I want it to be an outside rug now. A lot of exposed skin for this job.
That's unfortunate this thing got wet, because this is like a really nice Tempur-Pedic mattress. Maybe we can cover this, and no one will know. Is that a terrible thing to do to our friends? Maybe? Maybe not? Does it get a better mattress this way?
It hasn't rained in like a month.
It's just discolored.
How wet could it be?
Let's just spray paint the whole thing brown.
Yeah, right. Like, when is this video coming out? After the wedding?
Oh yeah, good point.
They'll never know until later. Sorry.
This might be the best mattress we've had in any of the campers. We should cut the ceiling down, or they'll be suspicious and look. And we don't want that. We don't want them to find out till way later. I don't know, I'd say we could pressure wash this off, but it'll probably never dry in time, right?
No. Bob's coming down Friday.
Bob will absorb all the moisture. SpongeBob.
Dumb.
Well, we've decided to replace the mattress because it was gross and smelly. And we've decided that this, yeah, that should probably come down too. And what better thing to use than, once again, Mr. Buzzy. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, ooh, it touched me. Good thing I'm not allergic to mold or anything. Oh wait, I am. Cool. Now we just hit all that with a good solid layer of paint, hide all the sins, and we're good to go. Alright, the next step to our amazing plan. Making it so you can't tell. This is like what Dalton does to cars, but we're doing it to the inside of a camper instead of the outside of a car.
Does that make us better or worse than him?
I really don't know. I mean, no one cares about this as much, right? But it's not like we're saving this to be back on the road and give it at least a little more life before it's parted out. We're just trying to make it good for our poor friends who we promise a good spot to stay.
Who said it was good?
Who we offered potentially a spot for humans to survive at least 12 hours. This is not an FDA-proven statement. They shouldn't die. This should be fine. Alrighty. It is far from good. And it's already very water stained because I didn't use a primer. Who cares? It's wider than it was and much harder to tell that it's, you know, mostly rotten. Anyway, now that that's done, we can focus our attention to down here on the floor where I've got some vacuuming to do, and then we can slap our mattress in here, and this camper is ready to go. Minus a little more vacuuming up there. Let's get it done. Today's episode of Junkyard Digs Maid Cleaning and Services. Except I forgot my questionable maid outfit at home. Oh! What is going on? Alright, the mattress we folded into a taco from NASCAR this year. Perfect. Not stinky.
Oh, great. Now it's ruined.
Oh, man. Oh, my artwork. My fantastic paint job. No.
It's that lipo full of water.
It is. Watch me turn it on.
Oh. Woo. I can't believe that hasn't burned that out yet. Fixed.
I need to flip it this way for ease of access.
Yeah, you'd hate it to be inconvenient.
Yeah. Oh, hey, stop it. Look at that. I mean, come on. What more could you possibly ask for? Cool. This thing's restored. On to the next one. Good morning, folks. You join us for the very last day of working on these campers. I have just cut the replacement board for the top bunk of the poop camper. It used to be an overstretched piece that broke through. Doesn't work very well. We're going to throw this up there, set up all the beds, vacuum everything out one more time, and we are done. This is a weird way to prep for a wedding, but honestly it's about on par. This is not the first time I've shoved some overly large object into this camper. It was a couch. It was a couch
said it,
before
you
anyone
chose those words. You made your bed, now lie in it.
I can't, it's broke.
We're making your bed, now you're going to get to lie in it. It couldn't be that our measurements were wrong.
No, they're not. I cut it a foot shorter than that.
Well, here, if we cut like a big piece off the corner.
There we go. Look at that.
Like that.
Fixed.
Almost like we meant to do that.
Yeah, now we just put that corner back. Let's throw some foam up here and make some beds. Call this done.
Absolutely.
Alright, you big weird foam snail. Become a bed. Activate bed mode. Use quick attack. Yeah, this might take a little while. $8 Menards blanket, $5 Walmart blanket, whatever the hell they are. This one's done.
Our dinette has been transformed by putting stuff on it.
Let's drop the trapeze bed.
See what sort of animals are living up here. Oh my goodness. There it is.
Oh yeah, birds. Ooh, there's even pool noodles. Yeah, well, good luck getting up here, whoever's sleeping in this, but that's not our problem.
Yeah.
On to the next camper?
Well, we should put the curtain over first.
Oh, shit, yeah, we gotta close the curtain for them.
I hate for them to wake up in the bright sunlight.
Yeah. That'd be a shame. There it is, the grandiose view of Camp Whacker. Hell of a tight campground you're on here, sir.
Yeah, it's too bad there's no septic hookups, water hookups, there's barely electrical, and there's walnuts falling on all of them. But other than that, we run a fine establishment.
Let's go check it out. Here's our end result. The free camper from this video. Got our trapeze bed down. Our dinette bed. Everything's vacuumed out, cleaned out. Coming here to the back, the grand, sweet master bedroom, McGee. Mattress from the other camper that we stole. New pillows, blankets, some white paint on the ceiling. A functional light bulb. I don't know what more you could ask for, because, I mean, it'd be pointless. You're not going to get it. Large living room space, too, might I add. Moving forward to the poop camper, the now freshly vacuumed poop camper. A beautiful linoleum floor. Bunk beds for the kids. The couch, TM. And a freshly refinished veneer plywood bed frame support thing. With now 3 inches of foam from Walmart. Ooh. This one sleeps real nice, and with that canted front window gives you a beautiful view of the stars. 7 out of 10, highly recommend. This right here, this hasn't been on video. This is something Angus picked up this year.
Yeah, I've always wanted one of these, and this one came along, so I bought it.
Inside, actually really quite roomy. We have a single person bed and a single person bed. You could put 2 up there, but none of us are that skinny. All the amenities of a normal camper, to include probably the only one with air conditioning this weekend.
Yeah, and this one does work.
Moving over here past the Malibu, we have the flag camper from this year's NASCAR race. We've got our couch laid out as a bed, the trapeze bed. I don't think we're gonna need that. But back here, the best part, our triple reinforced roof porch bunk bed setup. So yeah, everything here looks great. We can fit comfortably 8 up to 17 if need be, which is ridiculous. With that being said, I have a wedding to go to. We'll leave a camera in one of these and see you guys in a couple seconds when someone hopefully picks that up after the reception. Peace.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Golden Rust or Bust. Wait a second, this is not my channel. I am up here for I think a wedding. I don't know what's going on. And I have to sleep in one of these campers. Now, I have stumbled into this one that says, "Bless all who enter." I don't know if you can see that on there. I think you can. I think what I'm going to do is there's a plethora of campers to choose from. All of them have ratings on the door. I'm going to go and show you around and show you what the ratings read. Then I'm going to make a decision on where I should sleep for the night, my humble abode. Without further ado, let's go check out our questionable arrangements. So as you can see, this is number one on the list here, and it's Dodge Camper, 110 volt AC available. No water, bathroom is in the house. Sleeps 3 to 4 comfortably. 2 single beds, 1 master bedroom. Be master. Anyways. Benadryl on the counter. Comfort, questionable, out of 10 comfort. We've never slept in this. Okay, well that's good to know. I might be the one who's trailblazing this path. No air conditioning. Oh, and hey! Hey, how's it going?
The light burns.
Anybody got a Bic lighter instead? Well, this one here is the poop camper. I don't really know where to go on that. It's got 110 volt AC, and that's good because then I can charge my phone for watching videos. It's got no water, bathroom, but I mean that's kind of negotiable if you ask me. Sleeps 4 to 5 people. 5 out of 10 for comfort, that's good. Air conditioning. Things could get heated in there, especially with the vintage nudie mags. So I picked this one.
So,
does anybody want to join?
we got 4 campers. We're just going to use the one.
This one's the flag camper. There's no water, bathroom. You don't need that. I picked a corner out during NASCAR. There's power. That's good. Ezra can watch his videos. 8 out of 10.
No. It was hard to tell how comfortable it was when the whole camper felt like it was spinning. Bob, you liked it so much. If I remember right, you spent a night sleeping outside at Kansas.
Yeah, let's see. Do we have any 08 Chevys you could sleep under?
There's one over there.
So this baby right here, this is called the Scamper. 110 volt AC available. Has air conditioning. No water, bathroom. We've already discussed it's in the house in the basement. 1980s style. Now that's the kind of style I like. If you see this hat and this shirt, I'm from the 80s. 98 to be exact. But if you turn it backwards, it's 89. Sleeps 2, a little bit moldy. Benadryl in Dodge Camper, that's gonna be needed, much needed. 7 out of 10 comfortable. $5 says Ezra sleeps here.
The thing that's holding me back is the magazine.
You're gonna be living in a van down by the river.
I was wondering if you were well, you can kind of see through. She's pretty thin. Oh, Haley.
So anyways, we are in the, what is this, the Winnebago? The Dodge?
Mopar or no car, brother. So far, in my opinion, interior way nicer than the Chevy Winnebago, the flag one. It's got nice floor. The other one has carpet, and I'm not a carpet guy. Those nice floors.
He's not into carpet, but he's looking at the vintage nudie mags. I'm not so sure.
So anyways, we're gonna start up some cards here. We're gonna drink a few beers about it. I think there's a t-shirt out there that you can buy that says something about that.
Shameless merch plug from John. Thank you.
And yeah, we're gonna just chill out and wait for this beautiful wedding that we're about to have tomorrow.
Cripes, look at the Wrangler boots on that.
Okay, so you just went, right?
Yes, sir.
And you got 6?
Yep, and 6 is...
Yes. Now your turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not looking at this. My wife would not approve. This is hell right here. This is absolutely terrible. Who gave me this?
I ain't kidding you. I look at old mature magazines for the ads. They're so cool. Staying
Like
in there.
this, right here. Look at this sad.
I think it's pronounced Sob.
Sob. Can't show that. Can't show that. Can't show that.
Aluminum cans, paper magazines, and paper playing cards in an 80s RV. It don't get better than that. Just good times.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
Well, good morning. It is the next day, and my sleeping arrangements were very nice. Very nice. I don't know if it was the beers that put me to sleep, or if it was just this super comfortable mattress, but I slept extremely well. It is now the morning of the wedding, and I have to get up and eat something breakfast, not a pork chop in a can. So I'm gonna get up and go and see what everyone else is doing and how their accommodations went. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
How did everyone sleep?
Oh, we went to bed at 5.
I'm here, aren't I? What was the comfort rate? 8 out of 10?
Was it an 8? Did it live up to its expectations? So it looks like Angus is making breakfast. We got people who are excited to eat, me being one of them. And we got a long day ahead of ourselves. I guess we'll catch up with you then.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is now Sunday, the day after Kevin and Mook's wedding. I would love to say we have a full campground this morning, but that would be pretty far from the truth. John had to head home due to personal reasons, seeing as he's having a child. So feel free to tell him congratulations in the comments because he probably has had it by now. In the meantime, let's see how Ezra's fared. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I slept so good.
You look all cozy and bundled up. Why didn't you go for the master bedroom?
You know, like if you were to move into your parents' house, it would just be kind of weird to sleep in the master bedroom. Well, John slept there, also known as Dad. I just couldn't do it.
Fair enough. How does it feel being the only camper at Camp Whack-A-Mole?
I'm the only one here.
Well, you're the only one in a camper. Did I forget to tell you there's an open bedroom inside?
I am A-okay. This was beautiful. The wind starts blowing through and it's nice out. I loved it.
Well, the RVs are empty. All the campers are gone. But we did get a 10 out of 10 review on the resort. Heck yeah. What? Kevin, you know it's only October, right?
Yeah, well, I got married this week, and then the wife said, get this out of the yard, so.
My yard is such a victim to you, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Mook didn't actually say that. It's just that I'm using the week between the wedding and the honeymoon to clean stuff up. It's seen better days. I don't know. This is your thing now. So, wedding's over. It worked fantastic.
You fell for it?
Turns out, if you got a bunch of friends that won't find hotels and they're looking to bum off you, all you have to do is tell them that you got a bunch of abandoned campers sitting around and they will pull hotels out of the woodwork. We had one person stay in here the night of the wedding, Ezra, and that's just because he didn't know there was 3 open couches inside the house. Regardless, this was a lot of fun. We got some good maintenance done on these things. I don't feel so bad about them sitting outside now that we've got them resealed on the roof, cleaned up inside. All stuff that we really needed to take some time to do, and usually, if it's not on camera, it doesn't get done. Regardless, thank you guys very much for joining us on this episode. I hope you enjoy it. Check out the merch at junkyarddigs.com. From myself, Angus, my wife, Mook, and everyone here at Junkyard Digs, we'll see you guys next week for another episode. Peace. What are we going to do with this thing?
I mean, it's not a very good camper, but it would make a nice house.
Ooh. You think what I'm thinking?
I think we are thinking the same thing.
We'll be back.